Misfortunes, Bhutan. Once there lived Do with his wife Butter, son Ant, and daughter Cotton. One morning, Butter asked Ant to bring dried raisin from the meffi tree. Stay away from the fresh raisin to avoid getting stuck, she cautioned. Ant paid no attention. He saw a big blob of raisin emerging from a crack in the tree and rushed forward to grab it. And he got stuck. When he did not return, Do went to search for him. Do not go near the edge of the road. You could slip and roll down the side, advised Butter. But Do moved at the edge thinking that he was safer there. He lost his balance and went rolling down the side. When Do also did not return, Cotton went to search for him. Do not walk in open spaces. You could get blown away by the wind, warned Butter. Cotton did not listen and took a shortcut across the meadow. A gust of wind blew her away. Butter waited for her family. The day got hotter. Butter began melting and finally turned into a puddle of liquid. This was the end of Doe family, which perished because they did not follow what they were told. Dreams, Nepal. An owl and an elephant lived in a forest. They both were best friends. One evening, the elephant, while looking for food, blundered into a gathering of demons. On seeing the elephant, the demon king started shouting, "It's him!" "Who is he?" asked his attendants. "Last night I dreamt I ate an elephant. It looked remarkably like this one here," said the demon. "Catch him and let me eat him, so that my dream may come true." The demons caught the elephant. He was terrified. His knees began to buckle. The king, accompanied by his queen, began to advance on him. Suddenly his friend, the owl, came swooping down, shrieking, "It's her!" and settled on the elephant's head. "Who are you referring to?" The king growled. "The queen. Last night I dreamt that I married the queen. Please allow us to marry so that my dream may come true," said the owl. "I will not marry him," declared the queen. "And nobody is asking you to do so, dear," said the king. "Dreams are not to be taken seriously. See, here is the elephant, which I ate in my dream, but I am letting him go." The elephant lumbered away, muttering thanks to his friend. The election of the king bird, Nigeria. Once Sia was the king of Calabar town. He used to call upon the animals and the birds to help his people with their work. One day he decided to appoint head chiefs of different species. The elephant became the king of land animals and the hippopotamus became the king of water animals. But Sia was confused about the birds. So he called all the birds from the whole country to fight out. Many birds came and the hawks started defeating all the birds. Soon the only birds left were the hawks and the big black and white fishing eagle, who was perching on a tree, calmly watching everything. The hawks began swooping on one another and were badly injured. At last they saw the fishing eagle with his terrible beak and cruel claws. Knowing his great strength, they acknowledged the fishing eagle to be their master. Sia then declared the fishing eagle as the king bird. Thus, whenever the young men of the country go to fight, they always wear 3 long black and white feathers of the king bird in their hair, as they believe that it imparts courage to the wearer. The wedding of Mrs. Fox, Germany. Once there was an old fox with 9 tails who thought that his wife was not faithful to him. In order to check, he stretched himself out under the bench and behaved as if he was dead. Mrs. Fox locked herself inside her room. Just then, someone knocked at the door. The maid, Miss Cat, opened the door and saw a young fox. He asked if Mrs. Fox was at home. The maid told that she was in her room. He then asked Miss Cat to tell Mrs. Fox that a young fox had come to marry her. She went to Mrs. Fox and conveyed the message. Mrs. Fox asked if he had 9 tails. "No, he has only 1, answered the cat. Mrs. Fox rejected him. The maid sent the young fox away. After this, more animals came, each with one tail more than the last one, until a fox came with 9 tails. When the widow heard that, she joyfully asked the cat to prepare the wedding feast. But just as the wedding was going to be solemnized, old Mr. Fox stirred under the bench and drove away all the guests and Mrs. Fox out of the house.
Thanks for watching. Do like, share, subscribe to Sahil Book House.